In his book Should We Eat Meat?, Vaclav Smil presents a comprehensive analysis of the ethical, environmental, nutritional, and cultural aspects of meat consumption. He begins by exploring the evolution of human diet and the role that meat has played in it, before delving into the ethical arguments for and against meat eating. Smil then examines the environmental impact of meat production, focusing on issues such as land use, greenhouse gas emissions, water pollution, and deforestation. The book also discusses the nutritional value of meat and its role in human health, as well as the cultural significance of meat consumption across different societies. Smil argues that meat has been an essential part of the human diet since prehistoric times, providing essential nutrients such as protein, iron, and vitamins B12 and D. He notes that early humans were primarily herbivorous, but their diet was supplemented by scavenging and hunting. As humans evolved, they developed the ability to cook meat, which allowed them to extract more nutrients from animal tissues and reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses. This adaptation led to a significant increase in brain size and the development of complex societies. The ethical debate surrounding meat consumption centers on the treatment of animals raised for food. Smil discusses various philosophical perspectives on animal rights, including utilitarianism, deontology, and virtue ethics. He also examines the role of religion in shaping attitudes towards meat eating, noting that many religions have historically sanctioned or prohibited the consumption of certain animals. Smil argues that while there are strong ethical arguments on both sides of the debate, the question of whether or not to eat meat ultimately depends on individual values and beliefs. One of the most significant environmental impacts of meat production is land use. Smil explains that it takes vast amounts of land to raise livestock for food, with grazing animals requiring even more space than crops. This land use has led to deforestation, habitat loss, and soil degradation. In addition, the production of animal feed, particularly grain-based feed, requires large amounts of land and water resources. The greenhouse gas emissions associated with livestock production are also substantial, contributing significantly to global warming. Water pollution is another major environmental concern related to meat consumption. The production of animal feed and the manure generated by livestock can pollute waterways with nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus, leading to eutrophication and harmful algal blooms. Smil notes that the amount of water required to produce meat can also be significant, with some estimates suggesting that it takes more than 1,800 gallons of water to produce a single pound of beef. The cultural significance of meat consumption varies widely across different societies. In some societies, such as those in the Middle East and North Africa, meat is considered a luxury item and is primarily consumed on special occasions. In others, such as those in Northern Europe and North America, meat has become a central part of the diet and is often seen as a symbol of wealth and prosperity. Smil discusses the role of meat in shaping culinary traditions and social customs, as well as the ways in which attitudes towards meat eating have changed over time. In terms of nutrition, Smil argues that meat can be a healthy part of a balanced diet when consumed in moderation. He notes that red meat, in particular, provides essential nutrients such as iron and vitamin B12, which are difficult to obtain from plant-based sources. However, excessive consumption of red meat has been linked to an increased risk of chronic diseases, such as heart disease, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. Smil advocates for a balanced diet that includes both plant-based and animal-based foods, with an emphasis on lean meats and fish. Ultimately, Smil leaves the decision of whether or not to eat meat up to the individual. He acknowledges that there are valid ethical, environmental, nutritional, and cultural arguments on both sides of the debate. However, he stresses the importance of making informed choices and considering the full range of consequences associated with our food choices. Smil encourages readers to think critically about their own values and beliefs and to make decisions that align with their personal ethics and priorities.